everyone. Welcome to another edition of Top Rope Talk. It is your only place on OWTV for all your professional wrestling discussion. I'm here again with my wonderful guest, co-host, panelist, extraordinaire.
Friend. You forgot to say friend.
Of course you're my friend. Rigo, Garay. Rigo, how are you today?
I'm doing well. Yeah.
Again, I'm Josh, if I didn't mention that before. I think I did.
You might have.
We're going off the cuff today.
We are. We're a little, I feel like we're trying to recover from that awesome WrestleMania, so we have to take things slow.
Exactly. Then we're in full recovery mode. It's the week after.
Extreme freaking Rules. One of my favorite pay-per-views, which is awesome because it reminds me of the good old hardcore days.
You were an ECW fan growing up. That's how you got your interest, right?
Yeah. I mean, I love ECW, and I was really into like the 24/7 hardcore title thing that was going on back in
those days.
Oh, man, the Crash Holly days, those were great, you know, when everybody was able to win. And
I think my favorite one was in the Funhouse.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
With the Mean Street Posse.
Yeah, that was...
That was great.
Yeah. My favorite was when one of Godfather's, Hoes won the hardcore title.
Wasn't it Victoria?
I believe so. Yeah.
Go figure.
But anyways.
So let's get right to it. So last night, as has been for so many years, was Monday Night Raw. One of the awesome moments, Neville versus Rollins versus the new World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Neville made his debut on Raw last week. And this is one heck of a transition because who did he face last week? He faced
Curtis Axel. Axelmania.
So he went from Axelmania to the champion. He just fought the champion on Monday, which is just impressive. He just jumped like this, 0 to 100 real quick. And it was nuts. And it was a great match. I thought it was excellent. You know, I wasn't expecting anything less. You know, what did you think of the match?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, I would not expect anything less from the two of them. I mean, granted, both of them probably worked indies. Not probably, they did work indies. Neville had a lot of his time in NXT. Seth Rollins came up from ROH, FCW, NXT, and so forth. I really enjoyed it, definitely.
Yeah, it was definitely what I expected. It definitely seemed like an indie NXT type of match. Like that's what I wanted, and that's what I love. I love when like indie, like you can tell like an indie match, like you know, and the fact that they introduced that to Raw it's just amazing. The fact that they bring it to the mainstream, and these little kids have no idea who Neville is, but they're seeing this guy now, this 5 foot whatever solid muscle man doing backflips.
Pardon the pun, I guess, but him going up against Seth Rollins made Neville look strong.
It did. It really did. Great match. And I hope Neville gets pushed. And I see a bright future for Neville. I really do.
For sure.
I do, yeah.
So, continuing on in the night.
If they don't Bo Dallas him. I will continue saying it. Please, Neville, do not get Bo Dallas.
One of these days, you're going to get a T-shirt that says, please don't Bo Dallas him. I'm waiting for that day.
Yes, because that was a huge disappointment of mine.
So John Cena, new U.S. champion as of WrestleMania, continued his U.S. title challenge this week against the Man of Galaxies, Stardust, or Cody Rhodes, however you want to call him.
Don't call him Cody Rhodes. Don't call him Cody Rhodes. It was a good match. It was good. Cody's great. I
enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular. I like the fact that it was a new pairing of John Cena versus Stardust.
Right.
Especially on his road to his eventual rematch at Extreme Rules with Rusev. Yeah. But it was good. It was what it was.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I'm not a huge Cena fan, to be honest with you, and a lot of people don't like Cena, but I do notice that whenever you can tell when a wrestler is really legit and is like really good, it's always like at a Cena match. You always notice it. You know, like after seeing like Ambrose and all them like face Cena, I'm like, you know what? This is a good wrestler.
And then also to Cody's credit, any gimmick they've given him, he has made work spectacularly.
Always.
Legacy was great.
The broken nose thing that he had, the hideous
Did you know he actually inspired that from Dr. Doom?
Oh, wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. I knew he got inspired by something cool, and Dr. Doom is my favorite villain, so I did not know.
Go figure.
Cool. Yeah, very cool. And Stardust is probably from the Riddler.
I definitely think it has aspects of
see
it.
that.
I would even say maybe Joker as well, maybe.
I can see like a Jim Carrey Riddler type of thing.
Yeah. So another great match. NXT continues to shine.
Like always.
Lucha Dragons getting a win over the New Day.
Man, oh man.
Rigo?
I love the Lucha Dragons, man.
This is one of your favorite parts of the show.
Yeah. Oh,
Go for it.
Well, this week's WTF moment goes to the New Day's promo. When Big E Langston, when Renee put the mic to Big E's face, and Big E does
in the backstage promo, I think,
in the
right?
backstage promo,
Yeah.
and he does an impersonation of a little boy, of a fan, and the way his voice went all the way up it was awkward, it was hilarious. It was weird, and it seemed like he might have practiced this a lot in front of a mirror or something, because he really
The visual
did
of
sound
him
like
doing that is great.
It was great, and yeah, this WTF definitely goes to Big E's little boy impersonation. It was odd, very uncomfortable. This man is way too big to be sounding
Talking
like a
like
little boy. Yeah.
So, kind of in the same vein, I guess, piggybacking off of that promo, was in the match, New Day. So they've been getting a lot of criticism in the past week, 2 weeks, give or take. Whenever they would chant New Day, the crowd response sucks. So it's almost leading to them maybe turning heel. And I noticed in the match they had a few different heel tendencies. Cody interfering, Xavier like posing and smiling, and just different little nuanceable things. What do you think?
They, you know what it is, man, Josh? They are hard to watch. A few weeks ago, before Mania, they were hard to watch. It was awkward seeing them come out and seeing that their gimmick just doesn't work, and nobody gives a crap about your gimmick, guys. It was awful, and it was just, I felt embarrassed. And it was up to the point that sometimes I just had to change the channel when they came out, because no one understood the whole like do it for the day, do it for the day. They were trying to do that whole do it for the Vine thing, whatever. And a lot of the crowd didn't understand what they were trying to do, and it was bad. So I prayed, please turn heel. And I don't know if you were familiar with the New Day a few months ago, but when they were in NXT, I think, and they tried, their gimmick was different. Do you remember that?
Yeah. When they first came up as a group, it almost was similar in like a Nation Domination kind of aspect. And a lot of fans, I remember at the time, were
excited.
Were rooting for that kind of aspect.
It was cool because, and even Xavier Woods, when he went on Raw that one time by himself, and he cut that promo. And
and the suit and everything.
Exactly. But I was so excited for it. They all came out in suits, and they try to play the part of like the intellectual man that was trying to like fight for like their rights, and it was very cool. It was something else. It was really, and I was really looking forward to it. And then they came out in baby blue trunks and just capes
and the preaching gimmick.
Gosh, it was awful.
It was very different from what we thought was going to be.
What do you think is going to happen with New Day now? You were just saying before that they were hinting being heels. How so?
Well, in the match they had like heel characteristics. I think it would be good for it. I think a heel New Day would be good against the face Lucha Dragons, for sure. As well, you now have face primetime players, so they definitely have a beefier tag team division, so I think it'll lend well to it.
I think they will do great as heels.
I mean, we know Kofi and Xavier for sure can turn out great matches.
Without a doubt.
Big E, he's a good big guy. He's very quick.
Muscle, yeah. And he's hilarious.
I think we have not seen. He has a great personality.
He's hilarious.
I don't think we've seen the best of Big E.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I think it's we're on the cusp.
Look, all I have to say, New Day, if you're listening to us right now,
they're gonna tune into OWTV for sure.
Please, if you were watching Center Stage, which I'm probably sure you do. I mean, not Center Stage. I'm sorry.
Top Rope Talk.
Center Stage and Top Rope Talk.
Center Stage is another show on the station.
If you're watching Center Stage and Top Rope Talk, please stick to your heel gimmick. Please turn heel. Please go back to that whole suits thing. We were really feeling it. The fans are begging you to do this. Because right now you're just awful to look at, and you make me want to change the channel and watch Better Call Saul instead.
Going on cheap plugs today, aren't we?
Yeah.
So another interesting bit of news that came out of this week was AJ Lee retiring. What do you think?
I felt like I was just dumped by my girlfriend. I felt like my first love just left me.
You had a crush on AJ?
I really did like AJ a lot, and a lot, and you know, she
We're
was
a few months away from Valentine's Day removed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So there goes that. I'm heartbroken, Josh.
We'll get you a new pair of Chucks. We'll give you a piece of AJ.
At first, CM Punk left, not her, and it's just I've been getting heartbroken a lot in wrestling.
Well, hopefully, after WrestleMania, after some great matches, we'll get you back on track. You were telling me before we went on the show about a Bray Wyatt rumor.
Yes.
What's up with that?
Well, you know, I'm the biggest Bray Wyatt fan. Not the biggest, but I'm a huge Bray Wyatt fan. He's my favorite on the roster. And I try to keep up with a few rumors and stuff, you know, some talk about him. And a colleague of mine told me that it is possible that Bray might be feuding with Roman Reigns, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, they both will probably have great matches. The only problem, what I'm afraid of, is they're going to try to rebuild Roman Reigns, and they're going to try to make him the babyface. Well, maybe not.
You mean after getting his, getting the whooping that he did at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Taken to Suplex City?
Exactly. And I feel like they're going to try to rebuild his rep a little bit. And if they're going to use Bray Wyatt to do that, and
I don't like that, because that means they're feeding Bray Wyatt, a great character who just came off of a great feud that he carried with The Undertaker. The Undertaker did not appear once on TV, and that was all Bray.
It was all Bray. And the fact that Bray's going to lose a lot to Roman. And Bray will be the crowd favorite. People say if Roman's gonna go against Bray, Bray's still gonna be the crowd favorite.
Despite
but
what we feel.
He's gonna lose a lot, though. A lot.
I hope not.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Just quickly touch upon some of the announced matches from Extreme Rules, or coming up for Extreme Rules. Randy Orton in the main event of Raw won #1 contendership from a triple threat against Roman Reigns and Ryback. He's now versing Seth Rollins, which I think is going to be a good match. I think that's a good first defense for Seth. As well, you're going to have Bad News Barrett versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental title. And as well, the John Cena versus Rusev match. I feel like Cena versus Rusev absolutely will have a stipulation.
Yeah.
Bad News Barrett and Bryan, I hope, has some kind of stipulation. It'll be interesting. What's one thing you hope to see at Extreme Rules? I know we're a few weeks away to it, but hey, why not?
I'd like to see some Neville. I wish there would be some type of like a 6-man battle royale type of match or something, and
that would be cool. I could even see him maybe in a 6-man tag, just to get him on the card. Either way, again, I'm Josh Richter. This is
Rigo Garay.
Rigo, guys, thank you very much for joining us on this week's edition of Top Rope Talk. Join us next week as we continue to go and talk more about your favorite professional wrestling news. Thanks for joining us here on OWTV.